For the stance, the feet will be behind the baseline, non-dominant foot pointed at the right net pole, dominant foot slightly parallel towards the baseline, torso facing out. For the grip, the racket will be placed in the dominant hand, making a fist around the base/handle of the racket with a thumb pointing towards the larger part of the racket, using a chopper grip. For the ball toss, student holds ball in non-dominant hand, tosses ball above head, releasing when ball and hand are about eye level, making sure to follow through after the ball is released. Racket and ball start at the same level, and as ball goes up, racket comes back. When the release, use an exploding flower formation. Phase is the racket swing. As the ball goes up, the racket goes up, goes back, your elbow points upwards, the racket points down, and at the highest point of release, the elbow extends to bring the racket up, making contact with the ball at the highest point. That's it. The last phase is the follow-through. After the racket and ball make contact at the highest point, follow through with the racket, passing just on the outside of your non-dominant side. To work on control and precision, have the learner perform a repeated ball toss. The learner should remain stationary and ball must reach a certain pre-designated height each time. Then the learner must also catch the ball at the highest point on the downward return of the ball, remaining stationary the entire time. That's it. For multi-limb coordination, the learner will combine a ball toss activity with the racket swing and follow-through. The learner will toss the ball to a designated height, not concerning themselves with the return of the ball, however, and then follow through with the swing in the full range of motion for the racket. Good. If the learner is having a hard time making contact with the ball at its highest point, you can use a high point drill. The learner will practice the ball toss and half of a racket swing. The learner will first go through half of a racket swing, making contact with the ball at the highest point, not concerning themselves with the follow-through. If the learner is having trouble making it into the service box, use an aiming drill. The learner will be given 2 to 4 boxes on a wall that they must work on hitting with the tennis ball. The learner will have to make necessary adjustments in their swing and contact points to adjust the direction and path of the tennis ball. Adjusting the grip slightly, the contact point and angle of contact will ensure the learner is able to get closer to hitting the service box. Top left. Lower right. Top right. Lower left.
I might be too strung out on compliments, overdosed on confidence.